everyone, nice to have you with me for the next little bit. Today I want to discuss something called brand loyalty. Now, to be perfectly honest, this is something I don't quite understand. You see it all the time across social media. For example, and I'll give two of them. You have the Harley Davidson fanboys, who I think are completely fanatics. And to them, Harley Davidson is the only and best motorcycle in the world. And then you have the Royal Enfield fanboys, who say Royal Enfield is the best motorcycle in the world. And these people are so hung up on brand. I actually have to wonder, are they more interested in the brand or actually riding motorcycles? Now, I bring this up because for the last couple of weeks, I have to apologize first for the wind noise. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day, but it is a little bit windy, so at some points the sound may sound like I'm blowing on the mic. Anyway, the past couple of weeks there's been a bit of a, how should I put it, a kerfuffle concerning Jaguar. Now, Jag just recently released an ad. It doesn't show a car and is a very different type of ad that perhaps they have done before. Now, Jag actually already announced that for at least the next year, they're not going to be selling any cars in the UK. In other markets, yes. And this has to do with Jag going towards electrification, like a lot of other manufacturers have done. So they're just trying to show a completely new image. Now, in case you haven't seen the ad, let's take a look at it now. Now, the kerfuffle surrounding the ad I find rather amusing. People are saying things like, go woke, go broke, and so on. I mean, it's just an ad. Really, it's just an ad. And the thing is, what's funny is that those people who are complaining about it, I kind of have to wonder, number one, do they own a Jag? Or number two, are they planning on buying one? And I think it's neither. Now, Jag itself is not exactly a big seller. I mean, a good year for them is maybe 65,000 cars, right? Around 65,000 cars. Now, they've never sold 500,000 cars or even more. So it really is a specialty brand for a certain type of individual. Now, myself, I thought that some Jags look actually quite nice, like the E-Type is one of, I think, the best looking cars out there. But considering the expense of them, not just in buying them, but also the service later on, it's really for somebody who just has really deep pockets. Now, somebody who played in, or rather I should say commented on this whole Jag controversy is James May. You may know James May from Top Gear, Grand Tour, and of course Gin. And by the way, James Gin, no apostrophe, is actually quite nice. I can honestly tell you, here in all of Taiwan, there are approximately 3 bottles of James Gin. And I have 2 of them. I bought them on a recent trip to the UK. So, well, not recent. I mean, it was like more than a year ago. Fantastic gin. I say that I own 2 of them because I gave one to somebody else. But anyway, don't drink and drive. I have to put that in there, otherwise people moan and complain. Anyway, James decided to comment on this, and I'll read what he wrote. He said, "I'm largely ambivalent about the ad. It's just marketing bollocks. But I do think the world needs to move on from the E-Type." I have to agree with him. It's just a car ad. And the funny thing is, when you look at it, you always have a certain side that complains about woke and everything. But then they complain the other side is overly sensitive and easily triggered. And you go, really? It's just an ad. And if you don't like it, just move on. Or better, just don't think about it. I mean, honestly, just if I thought about myself, for example, if I was to be worried and concerned about every little thing out there, I'd just rather end my life. I mean, these kind of things it doesn't bother me at all because I don't care. There's more important things to worry about. It's a little bit like that whole thing that was surrounding Bud Light and Harley Davidson, right? People were moaning and complaining, and I'm just saying to myself, well, wait a second, you fanboys are so nuts. How about not caring what the hell Harley Davidson does, not caring what the hell Anheuser-Busch does with Budweiser, Bud Light, and just ride, for God's sake, you know? You would be so much happier. When it comes to this Jag ad, I have to say it is different and actually quite brilliant. Not exactly the choice that I would have made personally, but think about it this way. Jag is a company that isn't really in the news at all, except for a few times when they were on the verge of going bankrupt, which happened in the past. And now people are talking about them. There's the old saying, there is no such thing as bad publicity. All publicity is good. It just depends how you deal with it. Now, the whole thing, go woke, go broke, is just completely nonsense. Jag is not going to go anywhere. That's just the simple fact of the matter. And I find it really funny when you also have people like Nigel Farage of the Reform UK Party, who I think actually hates everything, commenting on it. Really? Does it really matter? As James May put it, it's just marketing bollocks. And this is what marketing people do, right? Try to get people's attention. You know, if you're a car fanatic, just go and drive, have fun. If you have a Jag, go out, have fun. Don't worry about the marketing side. It's not a concern. It's just not a concern. Same with motorcycles, you know? Harley Davidson, who cares what the hell they do in marketing and advertising? If you're that sensitive, then, like I said, maybe you should just either take a chill pill or try to find something more important to think about. It is just extraordinary. Now, I have to say one thing that I'm not fond of is the new Jag logo. It's interesting. I'm just going to say that. It's interesting. I don't really hate it, but it is interesting. I think it's one of those things that might eventually, over time, grow on you. And, you know, it isn't unusual for companies, old companies, to change their logo eventually at some point. Look at Honda, look at Toyota, Volkswagen, Mercedes, BMW. They have all at some point changed their logo. And of course people complained. So, you know, just relax, take it easy. Anyway, I want your thoughts on this. Leave your comments either in the comment section below or through my Instagram or Facebook page. The normal like. Oh, by the way, James Gin, I'll put a link to it. You would like it. if you're a gin drinker, and I love gin. Not when I'm driving, of course. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you very soon.